What's up, Guam? Welcome to KUAM Sports. Dave Delgado here with college football player DeAundre Cruz and Coach Chad Ike. We're here to talk about DeAundre's grind, still putting in that work, waiting for a call, finishing your final JUCO football season. Tell us what you've been up to.
So actually, I was supposed to play my last season next spring, but they just told me that it was canceled like last week. So I was out here getting ready for that. And then just going to finish up my classes, stay training with Coach Chad, and just getting ready for whoever offers.
Walk us through that phone call. Did you hit up Coach Chad, and what did you ask him, and what did you tell him?
Oh, I always keep up with Coach Chad. I send him like my workouts when I was on Guam, and we always talked about me going out there coming out here to Arizona to train. So I messaged him that I wanted to come out here, get ready for my season. You know, Coach Chad, he's like family to me. And he said, of course, just come whenever you can. And yep, here I am.
Coach, you've seen the progress that DeAundre's made since his high school playing days with the Father Duenas Friars. What was that conversation like, speaking to him again?
Well, I mean, you know, like Dee said, we always kept in contact. I met DeAundre back when he was just an 8th grader getting ready to go into his freshman year at FD. And then I had the opportunity to work with him, going into his junior year, the summer of his junior year, going into his junior year. So, you know, it was just a matter of, I know he has the capabilities. He has all the talent in the world, and just kind of want to make sure we get his mindset that, you know, he knows that he can do whatever he sets his mind to. So I told him, I'm like, you know, whenever he's ready to get on the grind, just come out here. We'll get him ready for whatever happens. And this whole COVID thing kind of threw everything in a curveball to everybody. So we just kind of do what we can right now.
DeAundre, I've seen the videos, all the posts. Being in an atmosphere like that with elite level athletes from mixed martial arts to football and all types of sports over there, that gym setting and the atmosphere there must be pretty motivating for you.
It's nice seeing a lot of great athletes, just seeing what their daily routine is, their workouts, how they train, and even talking to them about their mindset to what they're doing and why they're doing it. It's a good atmosphere to be around.
Now, you've put on over 10 to 15 pounds since your last JUCO season. Mm-hmm. Your strength is shot up. Let's talk about some of the numbers when it comes to your bench, deadlift, and squat.
We do a lot of different variations of the workouts. So I don't know, Coach Chad, what would you say my numbers would be like?
Our emphasis really isn't on numbers, but although DeAndre is, you know, crazy strong, right? The other day he snatched 255. He got close to 345 clean. His bench was, you know, we had the chains on, huh?
Yeah, 315 with the chains.
The 315 with the chains. The chains about 80 pounds. So you're talking about like, you know, almost 400 pounds with the chains on the bench. But he kind of got buried a little bit on that one. But you know, so you know, he's pretty up there. You know, getting close to touching that 400 pounds. The guy's got legs like no other, right? And that's why I think, you know, he fits that mold of being an inside linebacker. He'll easily squat over 500 pounds if it was to max him out. But, you know, he had 405 and we had band tension and chain tension. So it was well over, you know, 550 pounds plus of tension on there. So guy's the limit. But, you know, it's not about, I'm not trying to build a power lifter or weight lifter from him. It's just trying to maximize his own physical strengths. So that way he can, you know, transition that and, you know, put that to use on the football field.
Did the workouts really change much working with him as a running back, now working with him as a linebacker?
You know, not a whole lot as far as developing power, developing explosive power, and developing strength and speed. That's all components of athleticism, and especially in the sport of football. What did make a difference is just him learning to open his hips up and, you know, backpedaling, coming out of his breaks versus running downhill and trying to make a cut or run somebody over. He still has to run somebody over, but this time he's at a disadvantage now because the guy's going to have a bigger head start than he has. So, you know, it's important for him to be extremely strong because, you know, like I said, guys are coming downhill, and then he's got to take up 300-pound linebackers that are coming up and, you know, scraping up to the next level and trying to get him on his back. So, you know, it's kind of one of those things that's pretty much the difference is the field work, you know, him learning that. But the big key is, you know, he's just got to learn the playbook, and that's something he's going to have to get into wherever program he gets him, because everybody's playbook and terminology and things like that are different. And football is at his football IQ needs to improve a lot. You know, coming from Guam, it's, you know, basic fundamental things there, but up here obviously the play calling and the scheming and everything like that is so far advanced that he's going to have to play catch up from that standpoint. But from a physical standpoint, he's up there with the best guys, you know. And so that's going to be his big challenge right now, is just picking up that football IQ.
Any communications with coaches at any school right now for you, DeAndre?
Not really. I was talking to the coaches from Adams State, and they've been looking at me to go there next semester, but I'm still deciding on that, whether to go there or finish at Southwestern.
And how's school going for you, maintaining grades and just making sure you're on top of things?
Oh, yeah, my grades are looking good. I always make sure I stay on top of that. I'm getting like a 3.5 right now, so I just have a few more classes to finish up, and I'll be getting my associate's degree, and I'll be able to transfer out.
D, you know, he's a Chamorro boy, so his mom would whoop his noggin if he didn't keep his grades up, and grandpa too.
He has the potential to, you know, be at that D1 level.
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, like I said, DeAndre, you know, he listened, I've been going back and forth to Guam for, man, like 7 years already or so, that, you know, putting on camps and clinics. And like I said, you know, I met DeAndre going into his 9th grade. It was just like 6 or 7 of those guys. You know, he was one of the kids. I said, hey, man, you have all the potential in the world, but it's a matter of what you do with it, you know. And, you know, there's a lot of talent on Guam. And DeAndre was one of the ones that actually took it to heart, listened, followed the path. And the big part of it is actually his home. You know, his mom Millie and his grandma and grandpa and his family really kept him the course and pushed him the direction that he needed to go, surround himself with people that would lead him the right direction. And, you know, it's difficult. It's very hard to be different. And DeAndre had to be different. He had to have a different mindset. Otherwise, you know, he could have easily just kind of strayed off the path. And, you know, nothing wrong with doing what other people are doing and things like that. But when God gives you a certain gift and talent, you want to really take advantage of what you're given. And DeAndre listened to that path, and he's made tremendous improvements. And, you know, he's still writing his future. He's you know, writing his legacy right now. I mean, he's already one of the best, if not in my consideration, the best football player to ever come, you know, through Guam roots, right? From day one, right? The day he was there playing youth, you know, cowboy football down south. And if he wanted to, if coach let him play all 4 quarters, nobody would ever touch his records. But, you know, DeAndre played freaking 2 quarters basically every year when he was a starting running back. He would have had, you know, 4,000, 5,000 rushing yards if he played, you know, the whole game.